Hello, everyone. Good day to you. I hope you're having a gorgeous Sunday so far, as I am. I just thought I'd hop on. Let me actually take this off the charger. All right. So I'm just trying to get my phone in a position, excuse me, where not only you can hear me, but it's not at a really awkward position. Um, so let's jump right into your read. I'm very excited. I was just attuned, okay? Like my aura, my vibe, my frequency was just attuned. I have a scratch on my face because last night I scared Coco and she literally scratched my face. So that's what that is. If anybody's wondering, I don't want you guys to be like distracted by my face scratch. All right, so let's hop in. I want to share this beautiful energy that I have with you guys fresh off of attunement. Um, I received quite a lot intuitively before I even thought to do a reading, but I feel like with my collective, if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much. But with the collective that I've been working with for this whole almost two years now that I've been, has it been 2 years? It's been like a year and some change, a year and a half of me doing. Sorry, y'all, my lips is dry. Can't be out here like that. For YouTube, at this point, I feel like where you guys may be at spiritually, energetically, however you want to look at that, may be struggling to see the bigger picture. Like it's almost like we go through so much in life. You guys are hearing those crows back there. The crow has been talking to me like avidly for the past like 10 minutes. Because I like unlocked some information within my DNA that was very important for me to know. Anyways, ooh, my nose is itching. So at this point, I know we're right on the nose, right? So I feel like y'all that because for some of you guys, whoever this resonates for, I feel like in the past you guys have gone through so much like random like disasters and like redirections and just everything kind of changing and shifting that you it's like kind of a little difficult for some of you guys to like see the bigger picture or see the end result of where you want to be. It's almost like, for example, like say somebody came up to you and they're just like, I can give you anything you want right now if you just ask for it, right? Something like that. And say for example you're just like, you realize in that moment like I have no clue what to ask for, like I have no clue um, what I picture for myself or something like that, right? So I don't know, I'm just kind of getting that energy. So let's just jump right in. I decided to do a past, present, future spread for you guys, so we're just gonna start there. All right, so in the past, all these cards make sense because these are cards that we pulled yesterday for the yesterday's read. All these cards have blue in them. There's air energy with the swords, and we have cup energy, which is water, emotional energy. So this is the past, right? Show you these cards, they're all blue. So in the past, the card that's, crowning the reading is the Queen of Swords. So I feel like you guys began this energy that you're in now, this space that you're in now, it began with you being in a guarded space. And you guys really got to ignore the whirling helicopters, the whirling helicopter sound in the background for me. Because ever since all morning, I've been doing spiritual work all day so far. And ever since I began, and this has been since yesterday, conveniently, the helicopters just want to whirl around, like literally right over my apartment, like right over. And it's been 4 hours. It's really strange. And there's so much like distraction and noise that comes through, I find, when like I'm talking about something that's really healing and helpful for whoever's watching and resonating. So, anyways, the space is protected. We're all good. So, in the past, this started off with you guys, okay, feeling guarded. I feel like once like in Scooby Doo when they rip the mask off the person who's doing the deeds, whatever, is like that. It's like once you guys start ripping the mask off people and knowing who's around you and what's going on, basically when you just started to become more aware of what's happening for you in your life, it caused you to feel a little guarded, okay? And I feel like, when people came towards you offering their heart, their cups, or to form some type of emotional bond or connection with you, it caused you to like kind of put your sword up, like, yeah, I'm not doing that, you know? And that makes a lot of sense because if you're just getting to a place where you understand emotional manipulation and all that stuff, it's like, of course, you're gonna, you know, kind of want to monitor every single emotional interaction you're having. So I just want to say right now that that is not a bad thing. If that's what you're doing, or if that's what you're at, if that's where you've been, like, you know, be there until you feel like you can move, or maybe you need to see, whatever. We're not going to read into that too much. So then in the recent past, we got you going more into this is a progression, by the way. I just want to say that. We got Queen of Swords, guarded energy, swords up, honey, not playing no games. Like, okay, back the fuck up, right? But then we have people coming towards you offering their heart and their love, and then you're just like, oh, I don't really know about that, right? Because you understand that people's emotions are like water. It's transient, it changes, it moves, right? And that's outside of your grounded nature. But then you kind of ended the recent past and being in a very emotionally balanced space, which is what I need you guys to understand. If you guys don't know, maybe some of you recognize that you're there, some of you don't, or whatever. But you guys in the recent past finished your recent past off in the Queen of Cups energy. Listen, it's the Queen of Cups, okay? The Queen of emotional balance, the Queen of speaking her piece and hearing others, and, you know, okay? So I feel the need to be very specific because somebody just don't want to get it, but a wise woman told me not to debate. So I'm not going to convince somebody of anything. You know, this is for the people who wish to receive this, okay? Somebody's disappointed. Five of Cups energy. Somebody is very scorned by what they've gone through emotionally, and they don't believe. It's like they don't believe in emotions, okay? So if that's how you feel, honey, you don't want to be swayed, you stay over there. And I'm talking to the people who want to understand where they are right now and who want to see the bigger picture, understand how to move forward. So let's get some present energy out. Spirit. Let's get some present energy out. Ooh, great card. Great card. Okay, so the first card that flew out, Two of Pentacles. So I feel like once you became probably a lot more emotionally stable and clear and expression, like being able to express your emotions and hear others out and all that stuff, you began, you know, in the present, you're kind of in a space where you're trying to like, and this makes a whole lot of sense for the point of this whole reading, but you're trying to prioritize your shit, right? Instead of being guarded all the time, you're just trying to make sure in every interaction, in every space, in every place that you go to, your priorities are straight. So you got yourself first, you got your purpose second, you got everything coming underneath that. So that's fire. And then I never noticed in this card that this snake is wearing a crown. Why is that? Because when you are balanced, okay, when your priorities are balanced and your inner masculinity and femininity is balanced, like this yin and yang here, you are where you need to be. You are in your king queen space, wherever you are, okay? That is one thing. I had a girl ask me recently. She was 22, she's married, whatever. She asked me and my sister Cammie, you know, my tribe, by the way, sister, asked us, like, what advice can you give me, a 22-year-old, you know, because you guys are 26. And I'm just like, Cammie told her don't take advice from anybody. I told her to be comfortable with change, but if I could tell her anything else, it would just be to always put herself first. And I think that that's like a very important nugget of knowledge to take through life, like at all times. Keep yourself first and you can never go wrong. Whatever you want is what you should be rolling with because your higher self knows what you need. So that's where you guys have been in the present. The card in the heart of the reading, which is super, which I feel like is like the nail in the coffin, right? This is something that's super important because it keeps coming up for you guys, is this Prince of Swords energy, right? And it's crazy because I'm seeing so much on this card that I have never seen before because I don't think I've actually really looked at this card. But this card is about making head over heart decisions and doing things that you know you need to do for yourself and not things that you just kind of want. It's kind of like that child energy where if we could, as children, we would eat sugar all day, hang out with our friends, and, you know, whatever. do fun adventures, right? But then your adult self, right? And this is just an example, so I'm not saying like don't be a kid, be an adult, because like I'm a child. Like my inner child is so nurtured every day. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's kind of like your heart and your mind. But I'm making it like your child, which is your heart, and your mind, which is like your parent, your inner adult, right? Is like, instead of doing all those things I named, it's like if you knew you eat sugar all day, you know that you would have mood problems or weight problems or whatever, health problems. You can't do adventures all day because you know that there's important things that need to get done as well while you're here in this life, and you can't just hang out, let your friends come over and hang out all day, because then your house is going to be trash. Nobody's going to help you clean up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you are being an inner parent to yourself, but in a healthy way. That's at the heart of the reading. So I feel like that is where you're allowing yourself to be the most. I can't help but to pay attention to this yellow in the card. And the yellow is all about the solar plexus. The solar plexus chakra has been like my focus for this weekend, period. Because I'm just gonna share this, and this is my personal whatever, but I'm gonna share it. I've already made my mind up to share this information with you guys as soon as I learned it. But yesterday, I checked in with my chakras. My solar plexus was booming. I'm super confident. I'm super feeling in my power. All of that. I was about to go to an art event. Spirit told me literally to wear like a yellow outfit. I told y'all that last night. Yesterday I decided not to wear it, but I should have wore it because it would have, for the reason I'm about to tell y'all. So instead of going to the art show, I ended up hanging out with a friend, and I just stayed with a friend because we were comfortable, we were having a good time, and I was just trying to give my friend some company. But then I realized when I got home and checked my chakras that my solar plexus was dead. Like, it was not spinning. It wasn't bursting with yellow color. So basically my solar plexus was now under, like, it was just in a bad place. And I'm just like, damn, what the hell happened? And it makes sense because I went around a friend who just was not, their solar plexus was probably needing some work, whatever. So make sure that, I'm saying this to say, make sure that you guys are checking in with your chakras, yourself, your self-confidence, whatever. Just check in with yourself. Because the reason I'm saying that is because while this card is in the middle of the reading, that's what we're talking about. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords, which is about a win at all cost mentality. So some of you guys, some of your solar plexus chakras, or your masculine energy, however you want to look at it, is in overdrive. Some of you guys are doing a little bit too much. Y'all want to win a little bit too much. Okay, so you're throwing yourself out of balance. So I think Spirit really just wants to break this down, and that's why I was drawn to do this reading today. That's probably why it seems so intense and serious, but it's because somebody really needs to understand this information, and I am honored to be able to give it. So you guys saw where you were in the recent past. In the present, you're prioritizing yourself, making sure you are being logical more than heartfelt. But if that's helpful for you, do it. Some of you guys are shooting yourself in the foot because you want to win at all costs. It's almost like you just want to be. This was a great way to explain it. My Reiki teacher just explained this. She said, there's something we do where we basically squeeze all the joy out of our heart for the sake of money or power or position. And I feel like that's what some of you guys are doing. It's like I just heard, if you can't beat them, join them. So it's almost like if you feel like you can't beat something or beat someone, you're just going to join them by being just like them. And that is not the answer to what you want, Virgo. What you need to see your bigger picture. If you do that, you're going to end up in a space, in a place where you don't want to be. I just saw 1414 on the time. You're going to look up one day and realize that you put yourself in a hole, or you put yourself in a space that now you have to heal or get out of, because you're sacrificing your own heart, your own emotions for power, for a position. And that's taking you further away from your goal. Why do I know that? Because I just know that. First of all, you're Virgo. Second of all, you're here in my collective. My collective is love-based, heart-center based, because the heart does not lie. Especially when you're aware of yourself and you know how to connect your heart with your mind, because that's something that you have to exercise and practice, because a lot of our chakras are out of whack. And if we don't know about it or don't want to tap into it, we don't know how to fix it. But you guys got to work on getting your heart and your mind to working together, instead of letting one do the most, and then you're trying to catch up later with your heart, and then you're making a bunch of irrational decisions because your mind is taking a break. It's like you're doing like a obstacle course. It's not an obstacle course, it's a relay race. When you like pass the baton and da da da, it's like you like mind go, you hand your mind the baton, your mind is running, doing a whole bunch of logical mental fucking gymnastics. Then your mind is tired, so then you're like, oh okay, heart go. Then your heart is like, I want a relationship, I want to cuddle, I want to be heard, da da da. And your mind is taking a break because your mind is tired, so now you're just doing a bunch of stupid shit because your mind is now, you know what you get what I'm saying. I feel like you guys get it. Okay, so let's move on. All right, so let's see what else is going on in the present for you guys. Let's get one more present card, please. Take this one. I love this. Okay, so where you guys are at now in the present is this Queen of Wands energy. Why is this so fucking amazing? Let me tell you. Because you got two queens coming out together. All we have is queens on the board. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. So it's like, that's the beautiful thing about it, Virgo. And that's another reason a lot of people don't like you. They don't like your energy. They want to take you off your square. Because Virgo, when you get in a space where you're ready to do the shit right, or I don't know how to explain it. It's like when you get on your shit, Virgo, you're on your shit. It takes nothing. It takes nothing for you to snap into it and get into your shit. Okay? Queen of Cups was here in your recent past. Right under it, now comes this Queen of Wands. What does that mean? You've been in a space, okay, of working, doing, winning at all costs. I feel like some of you guys sensed that something was off about that. So now you're kind of more in this Queen of Wands energy. So now you're more just kind of, like I said, you're passing that baton. You were just recently in a heart space, okay? But now you're like coming back into the Queen of Wands energy, where you're like, okay, here, okay, the Queen of Wands got a head in her hand. The Queen of Swords got a head in her hand. She just chopped off with her sword, okay? And this card, she has her hand on her staff. Staffs are about power, okay? She has her hand on her staff, her hand on her power, and she has her hand on her familiar, her guides, the people in her corner that protect her and guide her, okay? And who she protects. So she's tapped in to her passion, her will, her desires. That's where you guys are at now. Queen energy doesn't matter. You can be a man and have queen energy. Okay? So emotionally, Virgo, you've been in the Knight of Cups energy, where you just be kind of offering cups of love around when you're in that heart kind of energy where you want to feel a little emotional, you want to feel a little good emotionally. You're a knight when it comes to that. You just kind of take actions based off whatever you feel like you need at the time, which changes. Mentally, but you guys graduated. You did graduate to the Queen though. So now you're in the Queen of Cups energy emotionally. With your earth energy, you're balancing your priorities. You're in a great space. Mentally, you've been the Queen of Swords, which is not a bad thing. Just in the present, though, more in the present, you've been more of a prince. You've been more of a like, let me just do what I need to do in this moment, but you're not usually thinking about the long term, and that's something that you need to get a little bit. I just think you guys, whoever's resonating with this, just needs to kind of just become a lot more balanced, right? Passionately, though, you're a queen. You're doing your thing. You're very passionate, very attractive. People want to sit with you. People want to take you out. People want to lay with you. However you want to look at that. You're popular. You're vibrant. You're creative. People see it. That's where you are presently. Let's take a look at the near future. First, we're going to look at the bottom of the deck, which is the Justice card. I feel like Justice has you being this Queen of Wands because you're blazing hot, Virgo. You're filled with creativity. I think you're bursting with energy, with expansive energy, and it's like the universe and spirit, your guides are all trying to conspire, okay, to help you to take that and really do something with it. It's a flying here, and I'm not dealing with that until I'm done. So just so y'all know. So it's justice. Spirit's trying to help you to do something with your creative energy, and you're attracting all the opportunities, all the people, all the eyes. So that's where you have been in the present, trying to make sure you make good decisions, but make sure y'all aware of y'allself. Okay, let's look at the future, because I got a feeling it's something very positive. That's what they're showing me. And if it's negative, it's because somebody needs to fix it. It's just how you perceive it. I think fixing something is positive. Negative information is positive to me because it helps me turn a negative to a positive, right? So let's look at this. All right, so yeah, and no wonder I'm saying all that because it's a little neg, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna wait to get the last one because I think that's where the energy is gonna change. Like I said, I think you guys always end strong. You always end strong no matter what. Okay, so in the near future, we have Ten of Wands. Okay, Ten of Wands is about oppression. It's about something outside of us. Sometimes it's something within us that is restricting us, oppressing us, burdening us, quite frankly. And we're going to clarify what that is. We can clarify, whatever cards kind of make sense when we arrive at that point. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So in the near future, it looks like you're going to be dealing with some burden. Okay? It's going to disappoint you. You're going to go through yet another loss. You're going to be grieving another loss because you've allowed something to burden you. And I feel like in the near future, either you're going to get burdened or you're going to realize that there has been burden. And then you need to, because it's coming under the Prince of Swords, which is about making a head over heart decision. Okay, this is all, so I wish y'all could just like look at this spread with me. Maybe I'll start trying to position the camera so that you can, because I think a lot of this will start making more sense. But in this whole middle section, in the past, you were just handing out cups of love when you felt like it, or, accepting or rejecting people's cups of love. Now you're realizing you have to make more head over heart decisions so that you're just not doing shit willy-nilly. I guess your logical mind kicked in. But now, in the near future, you're going to have a disappointment because you're going to make a head over heart decision. So when you decide to cut something off, Queen of Swords, it's going to bring you a lot of grief because you're going to see, like, I can't do this anymore. I can't hold on to this oppression, this burden, and it hurts me to have to let go of it. And it hurts me. I think some of you even deal with blaming yourself, like harsh self-criticism, like I can't believe I even did that to myself. So this Five of Cups could also, I don't think you guys are always grieving the person that you're letting go. I think some of you guys are grieving the fact that you even put yourself in that situation. We tend to be like that, Virgos. People always say Virgo's so hard on me and they so critical, they so analytical, and it's because we're like that with ourselves first. You guys need to learn how to give yourself gentleness. Like this video, it's been a good 60 y'all here for a minute. Make sure you guys are giving an equal give and take of love and appreciation. You can radiate some appreciation to me, or you can hit that like button. Okay. So I'm saying that to say, if you're resonating, great. Okay, but I think some of you guys are really being hard on yourself and beating yourself up, and that is a hell of a thing to do to yourself, all right? So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Wow, death. Like I said, there's an ending, okay? Something you felt you needed to end because it was oppressing you, it was burdening you, okay? And now you're allowing something to end so that you can transition into another space, into a higher space. I'll share something with you. In my spiritual circle today with the spiritual people that I was with, I learned that I was there for a friend yesterday, which I already shared with you guys, but I allowed this friend to drain my solar plexus energy. I was so upset at myself last night when I got home feeling like a bag of shit. That's what I say to myself, y'all. That's how I talk to myself. I'd be like, damn, I can't believe I did that. Now I feel like a bag of shit. Because that's how I felt, like a bag of fucking shit. Like I was tired. I was weak. My body was hurting. I was tired. I didn't even do the thing that I set out to do and that I was excited to do at the beginning of the day because I called myself being there for a friend who barely even wanted somebody to be there for them. Why did I do that? That was a self-sacrifice I did not have to do. But the part of me that knows that I need to be gentle with myself says, Zen, you were just trying to be a friend. You were just trying to enjoy bring them a little bit of, you were just trying to be a friend. But you have to understand that could be harmful to yourself sometimes. So a part of me was ready to beat myself the fuck up. Like, girl, you need to stop doing that. And I think it came from me just seeing myself do it so much. It was just irritating seeing my mom do it so much. This is a generational curse that I'm healing. It's not easy. So now I can recognize I'm doing it, not do it, and then I can be easy with myself because, girl, it's something that's been, you ain't the first to do it. Everybody in your bloodline been doing it since the dawn of time. Probably not since the dawn of time, but for a long time. It's just something that just got put in the bloodline. But anyways, aside from that, You guys are gonna cut something off. It's gonna be disappointing. You'll probably be disappointed in your damn self. Okay. Let's see what else is happening for the near future. Let's see how this near future will end. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So these cards look alike. Emotional disappointment, actual disappointment in the physical. So I feel like you guys will start to see signs, okay, of your disappointment in your physical life. You guys will start to be worried. Some of you guys, hopefully what I shared with you will be helpful for you so that you can change this. The reason I love looking at this near future and not being upset when it's negative is because it came out in the reading so that we can then go and fix it. Sometimes we hear good news and we fuck it up because of, whatever we got going on internally. But you guys can have the opportunity to see what could possibly go wrong in the future. You can adjust it, and instead of messing up something good, you could mess up something that was supposed to be bad so that you can turn it into something positive. I hope I'm not confusing nobody, okay? But I think this is very clear. You guys will start to see signs of your disappointment if you don't catch yourself, okay? If you don't realize that it's okay to make to make what's the word I'm looking for, mistakes. You just got to catch yourself in your mistake and change it so that it doesn't keep happening. As simple as that. Okay, let's see what the outcome will be if you choose to change, what the alternative outcome could be. Okay, we got the Princess of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you guys are gonna be subconsciously in a space where you know that you need to be independent, you need to be wild and free. And when it's time for you, when you get an intuitive inkling where it's like, say for instance you're with a friend or with anybody and hanging out with them is starting to feel like, okay, it's time to go home, or I shouldn't be doing this, or this doesn't feel right. You need to start honoring yourself and listening to yourself. Don't feel bad about walking out on somebody. Don't feel bad about going to do something better because you're ready to leave the pity party or whatever. Don't feel bad about that. Just do it. And I think some of you guys are going to be realizing that subconsciously. So what is the alternative outcome, Spirit? Can I get an alternative outcome from Virgo? We're going to pull some Oracle. Okay, I'm going to just take the cards that flipped over for me to see them. So an alternative outcome could be Two of Swords. You guys are going to make a decision, okay, to make a change. Okay, you're going to make a decision. Wow, I love this. Okay. You guys got the two. I can't make this up. All right, you got the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. So some of you guys, just like I just said, are going to make the decision, because that's what this card is about, making a decision. That's what Spirit wants you to do, starting to learn how to make a decision in the moment and not after. Okay, but it takes practice. Know that. You're not going to be perfect at it starting off. You're just now learning it about yourself. Okay, and then you learn it, and then you have to do it with people you love or you care about. It's not easy. You just have to put yourself first. Look at it like that. You're not disappointing them. You're not hurting their feelings. All you're simply doing is putting yourself first. And that is simply what Spirit is trying to get you to do more of and get in the habit of doing. So the alternative ending with you, would you be making the decision not to be burdened or oppressed by anything or anyone, and actually making the choice and the decision and the plans to walk away whenever that happens? Every time. That's what the Two of Wands is about. Making plans to leave home, making the plans to be independent. Okay? So it's like, I'll take independence over stress. I'll take independence over burden, right? And you are going to have conflicts for that. People will be mad at you. People will try to make you feel like you're wrong for that, or somebody's always leaving my life. Y'all, somebody is going to make y'all feel like y'all are just like everybody else who did them. That's okay. That's okay. Why? Because no wonder if everybody's doing this to you, and you're basically, when people say things like that, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you're dealing with a friend or a family member who's like, everybody leaves, I'm not surprised, and they trying to make a conflict with you for looking out for yourself, okay, that is even more of the reason you need to walk away, Virgo. Because the reason, and Spirit, I know you really want to get this message out, but I need to calm down, okay? Because like I tell y'all all the time, and I'm not saying this as an asshole, I don't care what you choose to do. This is golden information. So if you take it, you take it. You're either a baby or a chef. A baby just means you're either ready. A baby usually means you're not ready to receive the information. You just want to know, whatever. A chef is ready to dice some shit up and and ready to do it. Take this information and run with it, right? But you're going to face problems. It's not going to be easy just walking away from people. People are going to make you seem like you're wrong for doing so. You need to do it anyway. Simple as that. You're going to have problems. They're going to be ready to fight you about it. But you have to just be like, okay, sorry. Oh, well, I'm not sorry, actually. You know? So let's see what Spirit could have for you in the light manual. Sorry, I'm channeling. So, like I said, y'all be forgetting real words when I channel. Let's see. We got danger. Somebody is going to meet some sort of danger, some sort of, or maybe you perceive danger. Maybe you think that danger is going to happen when you walk away from somebody. Somebody may actually put you in danger for trying to walk away from them. Some of you guys are in domestic violence situations. And when I tell y'all that I'm like, y'all will never, until I'm ready to actually tell my story, understand how much I am sending you love and healing about domestic violence situations, because they happen, okay? And we don't always see it happening or see that it's gonna happen. Sometimes we see red flags, but if I've never actually been in a relationship where somebody was like actually domestically violent with me, as in like staying with me. Like I have now, but before that, I'm explaining why we don't always see the red flags, because we don't understand what the hell is going on. These people know what they're doing. They play this little game until they're ready to like rip their damn mask off and show you who they really are, because they know that they're in a comfortable enough position to do so. Some of you guys are in domestic violence situations where people are threatening your life, your safety, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to tell you right now from personal experience and what God is giving me right now, you have to know that you are safe. Nobody's going to take your life. They may try and harm your body, but I don't even think these people are really prepared to do that. All right? You are safe. You are safe. You are safe. You can walk away. You can walk away. You can walk away. The danger is a perception, because as soon as I pulled this card, I heard perceived. I'm just being honest. I'm not telling you that you're not in danger. I'm not telling you that your situation is not serious. It is. I just saw 3232. It is serious. It's just that Spirit is telling you that it's a perception, because this person wants you to think you're in more danger than you actually are. Let that sink in. Okay, I'm going to move on. Let's see what else we have from the Star Manual. You're in good health. That's what I just said. You're in good health. Spirit wants you to know you're in good health, okay? Don't, the thing about domestic partners that are violent or whatever is they really want you to think that you're in more danger than you are, that you're worse off than you are. They just want you to feel hopeless. So don't believe that, okay? Don't believe that. You're in good health. Know that. And then I got if you must. So if some of you are thinking about entertaining other people to get away from the other person or take your mind off the other person or whatever, if you think distracting yourself with other people or other things is going to help you, do it if you must, but just know that's probably not the most helpful thing to do. I think Spirit is urging you guys to actually take yourself up out of these situations instead of just trying to put a band-aid on it. That's for somebody. All right. Let's see what advice y'all got from the Evolution deck. Then we're going to close this reading and I'm going to go about my day. I was supposed to go see Willow today, but I'm having trouble buying this ticket from this girl. So I love you, Willow, but I'm going to astral project to the concert because I need to do a lot of stuff today for myself. So while I would love to see Willow, honey, unless I meet up with this chick in person and give her cash, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay for the ticket, because she got a whole lot of apps that I don't have for exchanging money. And it's just, so happy. It says to be happy, you don't need the best of everything. You just need to make the best out of everything. Some of you guys need to allow yourself to experience more happiness in your life and in your situations. Not in your situation. Like if you're in a situation you're not supposed to be in, don't try to make it positive or make it happy. I'm saying like you need to experience more happiness in your life. I'll just say that. Thank you, Spirit. You guys need to heal your heart, okay? Know that you're loved. Know that you are loved, okay? Period. and that you are loving, okay? And you need to make progress. You need to make progress. You need to make progress. Do not be stagnant. Don't have Stockholm syndrome. Don't start falling in love with abuse, falling in love with your abuser, thinking that's all that you're gonna experience and that's all you'll ever deserve. And this is just your pits, like this is your final stop. Like, okay, this is just what accepting what you were given. Don't do that, okay? Progress. You can progress. Spirit is offering you progress, okay? In many ways, you just have to be able to recognize it. Those of you who are ready to progress and to change and to transform and accept the death and transformation, that's exactly what is going to happen. Okay, let's see what type of energy spirit wants, well, your higher self wants you to be in. When I say spirit, I mean the highest love of all, your higher self, okay? Your guides and your angels and all those entities that lead you because they love you and want to see you do the best that you can possibly do in this life. Okay, so, all right, so we got two cards that came out. The thing I love about this Greta Garbo card is that I think it's a reminder to be in your heart space, okay, and to speak your truth with this blue. This blue just always jumps out at me, and this green on her lap. But I feel like it's a reminder to be courageous, be like passionate and expressive and loving, right? It says, are you sure you wouldn't rather be alone? So I think that you guys should be choosing yourself and your solitude over abuse, over negativity, over whack ass hangouts and situations and just like pity parties and kind of heavy energy spaces, right? In situations. It says only go to the altar if you take the lead. So I feel like if you guys are going to deal with people, you're going to be the leader every time. I don't think that's something that you want, Virgo. I think it's something that makes you feel fulfilled in the moment or something that teaches you lessons. But I don't think nobody here really wants to be in situations or relationships where they have to be the leader about every damn thing. There's no balance in that. That's why Spirit's like, would you rather be alone? Or would you rather be the leader and be the fucking shot caller in every single situation? I know it makes us feel like a boss. It feeds our ego and all this stuff. Hey, Josma Merrick. Hi. I'm doing so well. How are you doing? But yeah, I feel like Spirit is asking, wouldn't you rather be alone than you to feel like you have to do everything all the time? Right? It says marriage isn't the only way to have a partner for life. So you can have people in your life without feeling the need to like marry them and their problems. Marriage is about two things coming together. When people don't think about when it comes to relationships and marriage and blah blah blah, is that you're taking that person's family, their issues, whatever, their wins, whatever, and you're merging it with yourself, the good and the bad. You don't have to make that commitment with everybody that you care about. You could love them from afar. You can be a friend to them from afar. That's what I'm gonna do. I hope some of you guys do the same. The friend I was with last night, I love him to death. He's a Cancer. It's like you're too emotional, bro. It's not even just because he's a Cancer. It's like he allows his emotions to just, it'll put him down for weeks. And I'm not judging him. I used to be the same way. Not anymore though, because I know that that's not healthy for me. And sadly, I don't think I'm going to be able to hang out with this friend that much. And I'm only sharing this personal information because Spirit is telling me that somebody's going to learn from, what I'm sharing. Because you're going to relate or something. I don't know. Ernest Hemingway is the last energy. Okay. Love this card. You guys get it a lot. He has a little feline familiar there. We got another feline familiar card like the Queen of Wands here. Very similar type energies. All right. But anyways, it says treasure those seconds when you felt your heart beating. So, remember the good times with these people that you're probably going to have to cut off for your betterment. Be present, experience real things, but just know when it's time for you to go or it's time for you to cut it off. It's just time, people's energy. Y'all just got to tap into yourself. Okay. It says, don't allow any tourists into your own private Paris. Simple. Okay. If you've balance your chakras, if you've gotten to a great place with inside of yourself and even in your home, and now your home is comfortable and peaceful, your car, your job, stop letting just anybody into that space, Virgo. Everybody does not deserve to be in your energy. It's not even just about your house. Sometimes it's about having sex with people. Sometimes it's about just letting people sit next to you on the couch and watch fucking movies and shows for hours. Sometimes they don't deserve to sit next to you because they aren't in a space where they're able to be like, you know what, I don't think I should hang out today. I'm just way too sad, or I'm way too people ain't gonna do that. They don't deserve to be, I'm not gonna keep beating that example with it, like a dead horse, but everybody don't deserve to be in your presence, Virgo. Flat out. Okay? To love someone and mean it is a rare and valuable thing. So honor the fact that you have love, that you can love these people. The love that doesn't have to go anywhere. You could cut somebody off or cut somebody out of your life, but the love doesn't have to go anywhere. The memories, the experiences, it doesn't have to go anywhere. It still happened. It's still real. That person can time travel and go think about it, even though you're not in it. You know what I'm saying? None of the love has to be reversed. None of the memories has to be reversed. Some of you guys, it's time for you to move on from people or situations, and you just got to do it. All right? That's all I have for y'all. Don't be out here sacrificing yourself for other people and other things. Okay? I'm going to leave y'all with that. All right? And I'm going to go enjoy my Sunday, and I hope y'all do the same. I love y'all so much. Let me see what this chat's talking about. What's up, Antoine? Gotta know how people are, regardless if you're around or not. Exactly. The skill of being, wait, what? Sir. What is going on? I hate when YouTube trying to do something and they not helping. The skill of being combat ready without seeing everything as combat. That part. Ooh, that was powerful. Oh my God, who said that? Every time I pull the chat up, it just goes away. Like that's what I want, and it's not. Okay, so yeah, that's real, Josma. Some people you have to love at a distance. Exactly. That's something I'm learning so much. Like, that's one of the biggest things that I'm like really embracing, and I really don't mind it anymore. I really don't. Because the more I do it, Spirit just sends me more people that I can actually be with in the physical. And they're always way better people in way better situations. So it's really not that bad, okay? Healing includes making light of your so-called bad relationships. Making light of them doesn't mean that you need to directly put yourself in the crossfire. And I'm not trying to call this war or battle, but if somebody is harming you consciously or unconsciously, you have to be your own best friend, okay? And take yourself out of the fucking crossfire, out of the fire, out of the problem. You trying to make light of a situation or force yourself to be there is not helping you. So if that's what you want to do, or if that's what you mean by that, you might not be ready to move on to higher levels. You might be ready to be complacent and just sit in these circles with these people making light of things, and that's just another form of kind of sacrificing yourself. If you mean making light of it, out of it, as in like, okay, seeing what you learned from the situation and how it has positively affected you and how it's negatively affected you, so that you don't go forward with it. So if you're taking lessons from the situation by making light of it, out of it, that makes a lot of sense. So if that's what you mean, good looking. Otherwise, I don't really condone just sitting in shit, okay? Because what did my girl say? She from St. Louis too. She from the home. She from the backyard. Jennifer Lewis, is her name Jennifer Lewis? She said if you shouldn't sit in shit long enough, it don't smell like shit anymore. And that's what I mean about falling in love with abuse and pain and negativity and Stockholm syndrome, falling in love with your abusers and all that kind of stuff. I mean, just seeing the lessons in your bad relationships and not wanting to have y'all play, to have played. Oh yeah, exactly. Yep, you touched on a big point. Yes, facts. That's exactly what I meant by saying, like, instead of beating yourself up for doing it, you just accepted that's real. That's so real. Okay, so y'all, I might get on here later tonight, not to do a reading, to have a hangout. Okay, I might get on here tonight, have a little drink with y'all, okay, and my ancestors. I'm celebrating something very major. If y'all still here, it was meant for y'all to hear, so I'm going to just share it. Spirit says I think I can share it, but I just got certified for Reiki on an intermediate level, and I'm going to go further so that I can become a Reiki master. But this was a very big thing for me. So I'm celebrating the completion of that with my guides. And I want to get on here and celebrate with you guys by having a drink, talking. We're going to talk about everything, y'all. Ain't nothing off the table to discuss. Y'all can ask me anything. You can ask me questions about myself, about my journey, about my spirituality. You guys can ask me anything. We could talk about anything. We can open up the chat and open up the floor for you guys to talk. Keish, if you see this video, be looking out for my DM, girl, because I'm going to get your number and we're going to bond, okay, because you were my winner for the giveaway. And I really just appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys being in this community and rocking it out with me and communicating and just being just being y'all. Like, ooh, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Jasmine. And thank you for your wonderful input, you and Antoine. So I'll see you guys tonight. So we cannot read, okay? And for me not to read y'all, okay? But for us to have a conversation and meet each other, face to face. All right. So I'll see y'all later. I love y'all so much. Enjoy y'all day. And I will see y'all until then. I'll see you guys later. Peace.